Hello everyone, this is Rizwan Yusuf. In this video, we will learn how to build RESTful APIs using .NET Core. And we will learn how to perform CRUD operation inside a RESTful APIs. And I have divided this video tutorial in multiple parts. First, we will use dummy data in order to perform API CRUD operations. But in the upcoming videos, we will use entry framework core and SQL Server as database. We will perform CRUD operations using MS SQL Server and entry framework core in the later part of the videos. We will use Postman and Swagger for testing our API's request and response behavior. So let's play with the code. As you can see, we have opened Visual Studio 2019. Let's start by creating new project. From here, we will select ASP.NET Core Web API and press the next button. Here we will add the name and location of our project. I will name it You can name it whatever you like and press the next button. As you can see, our application has been created. I will build it. Once the build has been done, I will just press the start button. When I will press the start button, it will open a Chrome window for us and it will display some values on Chrome window. Yes, you can see Chrome window is displaying some values. It gives us temperatures value in Fahrenheit and Celsius. But we are not going to use this controller of temperature. Right now, we have a controller named weather forecast. You can see right now we have a controller weather forecast. But we are not going to use this controller weather forecast and weather forecast class. We will create employee controller for ourselves. So let's create. I will select API controller. I will name it employee controller. Basically, in this controller, we have need 5 API method like get employees, get employee, get employees method will not take anything as parameter. It will return the whole list of employees. Get employee method will take employee ID as parameter. And the third one is edit employee. And the fourth one delete employee. And the fifth one add an employee. Add employee will take employee model as parameter. So let's create an interface and employee model first. I will create employee data folder. Next, I will create a folder name employee data. And I will create one more folder name model. In model folder, I will create a class name employee. In this class, we have two properties related to employee. First one is employee ID. I will take it go ahead ID. And the second one is in employee data, I will create an interface. I will name it here. We will draw those 5 methods which I am talking about. The first one is I will give reference of my class, model class in this interface. Right now, we have interface, we have model class, and we have API controller, and we also have 5 API method in our interface. At this stage, we will create an employee dummy data class. As we discussed in earlier part of the video, we will perform CRUD operation using dummy class or mockup class. This class will work for us as a service for fetching data, for adding data and deleting data as well. But in the later part of the video, we will deal with SQL Server. We will use SQL Server as database. We will perform complete CRUD operation using SQL Server as database. So right now let's create employee dummy data class. Right click on employee data folder and add class. I will name it employee data class and hit the enter button. We will use our model class in this employee dummy data class. Now we will implement our interface in this class. Get employees method will return the employees return that we have created in this way. Next we will implement add employee method. Next we will write our logic in delete employee method. It is giving some error. Let me check. So we will write in this way. We will give to remove method the whole class object. Okay. Next we will write our logic in edit employee method. In edit employee method, first we have to find the existing or matching employee which we are going to edit. Okay. Next we will write our logic in get employee method. and at this stage we have write our logics in our method. This one is get employees, that will return the whole list of employees, and this one is edit employee, get employee, delete employee, and add employee as well. We have structured ready. Now we will go in our employee controller. In here, in this controller, basically first we want to inject our employee dummy data class. So in order to inject employee dummy data class, we have to go first in startup class. We will go in startup class and then we will go in configure services and add our service like this. So when I ask for I employee interface, I will get employee dummy data. Okay. So in here I have used singleton for a reason, because we are using employee dummy data class. I will be creating couple of employees which I want to remain same for the lifetime of the application. I have used singleton for this purpose. Okay. We will go in employee controller. So you can see we have 5 our API method in employee controller: get employees, get employee, add employee, edit employee. We discussed earlier part of the video, we will test our API, test and verify our API using Postman. So this is the right time to test our API using Postman. First, I will test our employees API. So I will hit the send button. You can see employee 1 and employee 2. So where these values are coming from? These values are coming from, as you know, we have employee dummy data class. So these values are coming from here, employee 1 and employee 2. Next, we will test our add employee API, post, using post hit. I will set the new employee name, Rizwan. Rizwan Yusuf, and hit the send button. Yes, you can see our new employee has been successfully inserted. We will see our newly created employee is showing in our employees list or not. Yes, you can see our newly created employee is showing in our employees list. Next, we will test and verify our edit employee API. So first we have to select ID of that employee which we want to edit. I will select ID from here. And paste here. Change the employee name. And hit the send button. Yes, you can see our employee has been edited successfully. So let's verify by getting employees list. Yes, you can see our employee has been successfully edited. So next we will test our delete API. So first we have to select the employee ID which we want to delete. I will select this ID. And paste here. And hit the send button. So status is 200 OK. It means our newly created employee has been deleted successfully. So let's verify by getting employees list. So we have employee 1 and employee 2. So our newly created employee is not displaying here anymore. These were the 5 API method, and you can say we have performed our CRUD operation using dummy data or mockup class data. We will perform our API CRUD using SQL Server as database in next video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.